With a proper understanding of the law of causality, bodybuilding progress will be immediate, continuous, and nothing short of spectacular through to the full actualization of one's muscular potential in 1 year or less. That's right. It is possible to actualize your full muscular potential in 1 year or less.
What is up, YouTube? JT here, the hit bearer. In today's video, I want to share with you my heavy duty bulk for the 2024. How I plan on to bulk. So on the left side is me. The day of the show, the night after I had a bunch of food, and on the right it was me, obviously on the bulk of 2023. So now the goal is to go back to getting huge, but add more muscle tissue to the frame, get more proportional. You know how it is, man, the bulk. But this time wouldn't be different because it's gonna be heavy duty bulk. I've been training HIIT consistently now for a couple months, and the amount of gain that I made was amazing. So now I'm really going to take it to the next level in the bulk, and we're going to get huge. And how I actually do it is very simple, because a lot of people kind of complicate things, man, and it should not be complicated. This is not nothing from another world. You just, building muscle, getting big, getting shredded. So this is the math and the protocol that I use, whether I want to get shredded, like you can see in the left, or I want to build a bug up like you see on the right. So let's get right into it. I'm going to use myself as an example, and I'm going to use a guy that it was me almost when I was bulking, but a little bit heavier, 20 pounds. So right now I'm weighing around 168 pounds. The math that I use is 3 numbers. So the number 1 is body weight times 15. That's going to give you kind of a, not like huge amount of calories to bulk, but it will be slightly above what you might think you should be eating. So 168 times 15, and that will give me 2,520 calories, 2,520 calories. Using the sample of the 200-pound male bulking 200 pounds times 15, and that would be 3,000 calories to bulk, right? So keep in mind, as I'm doing this, I'm showing you what I do, but also if any of this relates to you and you want to start bulking or cutting, just make the math that I'm going to be giving you and adjust it, and I'll tell you and show you how I put everything together into tracking the food, how I eat, and pretty much everything. So let's go into the second one. If you want to maintain, right, which is what I recommend for everybody, whether you're trying to bulk or get shredded, you usually don't want to do nothing drastic unless you are at least 250 pounds and up. That's when you'll be like, I really got to lose weight quickly. But if you're like a regular guy, 200 pounds is not too crazy. You want to start with maintenance, because the thing here it is, and this is mainly for people who want to get shredded. A lot of people, they start cutting the calories crazy, 1,000 calories, 500, this, that. And that's cool, man. You're going to be losing the weight. You're going to be getting lean. That's totally cool. And, on the other side, bulking 1,000 calories on surplus or 500 is all good. You're going to be getting the result that you want. But on the cutting side, if you go too hard, too fast, the calories as the week and month progress is going to keep going low. It's going to keep getting lower. And then you're just going to be eating fucking air and drinking water. You're going to be dead. And that's not what you want. You want to hold to the muscle that you have created when you was bulking. Hold it as much as you can as you get leaner and get shredded. So for that reason, I like to use 12.5 times body weight. That will give me 2,100 calories. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm also going to give you the math of the person that wants to get really lean. But I can tell you, if you want to get lean, even for the bulk, you want to start with maintenance, because you're going to start doing cardio, you're going to start doing this and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Now, here's the math. If you want to get shredded to the bones, you take your body weight, 168, that was me, times 10, and that'll be 1,680 calories. This was actually the amount of calories that I was eating in the last 1 to 2 weeks before the show. and just see how it was looking, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for the person, like I said, if you're the 2 pound, 200 pound guy, like I said, don't really take it to this strength, not yet. Because as the week go, maybe in the second week you might lower 100 more or 150, or after 2 weeks, which is how you should do it. Every 2 weeks, you lower at least 150 calories. You're gonna get leaner, you're gonna be losing the weight, And the guy that wants to gain weight, you start adding. Like I'll be adding 150 to 300 calories every month, or the minute that my weight stop going up, right? Which is usually 2 to 3 weeks to a month, whatever. So you don't want to do it too fast, because I don't want to get fat. I want to build muscle. The whole goal of a bodybuilding is to build muscle with minimal, if possible, no amount of fat, which is not possible, but that would be the best case scenario, the perfect case scenario in the bodybuilding world. So a quick review again to the whole thing. On the left side, my starting weight right now is 168, and I want to start bulking. I want to start with the bare minimum, pretty much. And I'm going to choose the 12.5 numbers. You might be wondering, where do you got these numbers? There's many calculators out there, and you could use it. They will give you they gonna ask you like, what do you do? Do you work out? Do you do that? And I pretty much try them all. And I'm a trainer, personal trainer, professional, and this has seemed to be the number that works the best. And I'm dumbing this shit down. Listen, like I said in the beginning, it should not be complicated. So 10 to shred the fuck up, 15 to bulk, not too crazy. The middle of that, you might say that should be 7.5. Yeah, you never want to take it there. I said the minimum will be 10. So you start there, brother. Trust me, you're gonna make it happen. Let's keep going. For the heavy duty bulk, we're gonna start bulking with a maintenance calorie of 2,100 calories. And from there, as time passes, we're gonna increase the weight. And if you're cutting, as time passes, you're gonna decrease the weight. You could decrease it whatever you want. 100 calories, 150 is really more of preference than anything else, and your goals at the end of the day. Write in the comment below in the description anything that you didn't understand, or if this has been helpful. So how are we going to accomplish this? I do a well-balanced diet. Now, some of you guys, obviously this is his area, and I put a lot of Mike Mentzer content, everything that he talks about pretty much. And he suggests motherfucker to eat 60% from their calories to come from carbohydrate. I think 25 protein and 15 fat. I do not do that shit. I think that's kind of retarded. But that's all he knew back then. We live in a different world. I know more things that he didn't know because I'm still alive and we're still learning. So what I do is and that's not balance. 60, 25, and 15. How the fuck is that balance? I really do balance. So I do 40% of my total calories from carbs, and that will give me 210 grams of carb every single day. Then I do 30% protein, and that will give me 158 grams of protein. And then I do another 30%, the remainder of fat, and that will give me 70 grams of fat based on the calories I'll be consuming. Now, on the other side, the brother that weighs 200 pounds with a 2,500 calories budget, 40% of total calorie will be 250 grams of carb, 30% of protein, 188, and 30% of fat, 83 grams. Now, some of you guys might be saying, bro, you eating too little bit of food here, Barry. Listen, brother, I just told you I was eating 1,600. So that's an increase of 500. I don't want to gain fucking fat. I want to get jacked the fuck up and slowly go up, right? So, and that's the same thing with the brother that want to lose weight, the 200-pound brother. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, man. Just trust the fucking process. Because you might be wondering right now, okay, gave me the math. Thank you so much. Now I know how much food I gotta eat. And 44 carb, 34 protein, and 34 fat. Cool. That's if you want to follow a well-balanced diet. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Keto, carnivore, it's the same thing. The numbers are the same. What you would change is the percentage of the micronutrients, right? Now you might be wondering, like I said, okay, we got the math. Now, where do you track your macros? Where do you make sure that everything's going in the right direction so you can make adjustment if and when necessary? That's when we're going to get into the second part, which is tracking your macros using MyFitnessPal. By the way, I'll be putting a link to everything that I'm talking about that I can find, like MyFitnessPal and other Mike Mentzer video that he will be talking about stuff like this. So if you could get more in depth, and I could also make videos about it as well. And make sure to like the video and subscribe, brother, if this has been helpful. And let's get right into the next step. In MyFitnessPal is where we'll be tracking everything, because you might be wondering, okay, I got the numbers, so how do you track it? How do you keep track? How do you make sure you going in the right direction? So you go to MyFitnessPal, you make an account. I'll put a link below for it. You don't have to use the paid version unless you really want to go deep into this shit, but you don't have to. I don't use it, but it's cool, man, because you could do the barcode thing. That's amazing. That's like the best thing they have. But it's whatever. So this is right. So I got 2,100 calories, the daily goal, 210 carbs, 70 fat, 158 protein, right? We got to start filling this shit up. As you can see, remaining is already going down. I'm already in 1217, right? Calories. Because I added my breakfast, which is 1 banana, organic peanut butter, gold standard protein, and milk. That's going to be my breakfast. And then I'll go to the gym. Once I come back from the gym, my other meal is 6-ounce chicken breast, pepper, onion, oil. I mix everything up to cook it. And 100 grams of dry rice. Boom. That's around 767 calories. 84 carbs, 21 fat, 61 protein. This might be a little bit different from what you see on your phone. I'll go through the phone thing in a little bit, but let me finish this because I want to show you how to do it. So you'll go to add food. That will say, it will say the same thing on your phone, and you just add any food you want. So for the snack, I will have
large, extra large egg. Extra large egg. Boom. I have about 3. How many eggs? 1 egg, 7. I have 3 eggs. Boom. So add food.
You can see it went down. So for meal 3, which is gonna be dinner, my last meal. For meal 3, I'll have the same that I had for post-workout meal 2, which is, but the only difference will be I'll use broccoli. Do the rice, yes. Oh, and I'll use butter for the broccoli. This is a little bit hard on the computer, so I'm just trying to show you how to do it, man. How you keep track of your food. Right. I'll be missing protein, yes, because I'm missing the chicken. That'll be it. So as you can see, everything started to go up. Filling everything up. I went over my carbs, don't worry about it. I got about 170 grams, 170 calories left, and 28 protein and 5 fat. Once I add the chicken, I should be good. So that's how you do it, right? Now listen, you got everything done. If you don't put it in and start eating, pause, you never gonna have it. You gotta eat the food. Right? So I'm gonna show you how to add everything on your phone because it's so much different. So once you download MyFitnessPal, right, you're gonna go into the bottom right where the 3 dots that it says more. Then you're gonna go into goals. Then under nutrition goals where it says calorie, carb, protein, and fat goals, you're gonna press that. You're gonna add the calories, whatever the calorie is based on the math that we did, right? Once you add it, make sure you press the little check on the right side where it says calorie. If you don't do that, nothing's gonna save, right? Once you do that, then you go into the percentage. Like I said, I do a well-balanced diet, so that's 40 carbs, 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% fat. You can do whatever the heck you want. Once you choose it, you press the check as well, and it should be saved, right? Everything should be good at this point. Then when you go back, you go to where it said log food, and that's where you'll be adding the food like I just did, right? And it will be so much easier for your phone than on the computer. And on the phone, you could always, like, once you start adding, it will say add food from yesterday, and you could also press where it says on the left, right, where it says edit, right? And you could select all, and you could just copy food and add the food for tomorrow if you'll be eating the same thing, which is what I do. Here's one trick, something that I learned with the time, and it will make your dieting and your eating so much easier. So if you did not know, now you will. Count of any type of meat, pause again, is 100 grams of protein. So 100 pounds of chicken, 100 pounds of beef, 100 pounds of turkey, 100 pounds of salmon, anything, 100 pounds of tuna, which is about 4 tuna, is 100 grams of protein. So that's what I do. I like to cook my lunch and dinner, 1 pound of whatever it is that I'm eating, that this must be the thing that changes the most throughout the days. Like today was chicken, tomorrow might be beef, and so on. And you cook it up and you mix it with whatever you're gonna eat it, which is rice or potato, and you already got have 100 grams of protein. Then when you do the protein, that'll be 125. And then when you do this already, again, see, so that 150 already done, easy. So that's how I go about tracking my food and making things very simplistic. I hope this helped, man. All right, now that you learn how to track, how to get, you got your numbers, learn how to track, how to create your own meal plan based on the food that you like and hitting your micro perfectly to the T. Let's get into the training, right? But before we do that, make sure to check the links in the description for one-on-one coaching, my ebooks, free stuff, and heavy duty clothing, everything that you will be needing. And I'm really open to people commenting and telling me things they would like to see. The training, the hit very training. As you guys know, we've been talking about I train high intensity training, heavy duty, whatever the heck you want to call it, is hit high intensity training. And this will be my schedule for the next, we're on November 20 today, got like 10 more days for this month. So I'll be using this routine for probably until January. If things are going very well, I'm not gonna change it. A lot of people like to change things. Check the muscle. It's all retarded. You don't want to check no muscle. That you're gonna get fucking electrified. That's not what we're doing. Working the muscle the fuck out, man. You want to adapt to a type of training where you're going up in weight and getting stronger. The key is to get stronger. So my training schedule will be Monday, legs plus bicep. I like to train it that way. It's not weird. I used to think it is, but if you have done full body workout, the fuck. Wednesday, we're gonna do push, chest, shoulders, and tricep. Friday is gonna be a whole back. And on Sunday, this is like a maybe thing. Like right now, my calories is 21. That's not a lot of calories. I would still be fucking shredded, especially when you train HIIT. And in the days in between, like Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday, I'll be taking like normal walks, 20 minutes around the house, shit like that. I guess with the sun because it's great. So the HIIT will be mainly for later on, probably when the calories start to shoot up, 25 and up, 2,500 and up. But from time to time, I'll do it because I really enjoy doing HIIT. It's another way of doing high intensity training, but it's just cardio. In 5 minutes, you could get a great workout. You could watch this video that I put somewhere around here of me doing a HIIT workout, and you could just do it in your days off, man. So yeah, this is gonna be the next video where I'm gonna go through my training schedule, how I plan my training, heavy duty, high intensity training, why am I making it this way, and you see video of me working out, getting stronger and bigger each and every week. And at the end of the month, I'll be uploading my physique progress and everything of how things are going. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learn. I hope you start using what I gave you and start making progress. And like I said, all the links for my service and products are below. Like and subscribe the fucking video, bro, because I know this shit's gonna change your life. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it, brother. Peace. JT.